how much longer is this movie? We're not even through the first hour. Well, anyway, after the cat makes his parents to Sally and Conrad, he personally wants to clean up the house by himself after they made a mess after making a little cupcake scenario that apparently had nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. So he decides to bring in a red crate that apparently contains, well, you get the idea. So Thing 1 and Thing 2 pop out, introduce themselves, and apparently Conrad walks over to the red crate and wants to open it, even though the cat specifically told him not to open it. I mean, what the hell is wrong with this kid? Does he have a short attention span? Does he have the IQ of a squirrel or something? Well, after he doesn't listen, chaos ensues, and the things apparently trash around the entire house. They spill the cupcake juice all over the couches, all over the walls, and they suddenly perform some little circus skits that, well, really aren't that interesting at all. And these kids go after them with effing fishnets. I mean, what the hell are they going to do when they catch them? I mean, they could just literally fall over by carrying one of them. Oh, wow. She's apparently catching dishes with a fishnet, just like a basketball hoop. Wow, that's nothing new. Well, apparently after the chaos ends... Oh, the things actually do the opposite of what you say. Remind you of anyone? Nah, who cares? Let's just move on with the rest of the review. Wow, if it was leaking, I think I would see actually water, or maybe some blood, so I could kill myself, and then put myself in that crate from ever watching this movie.
We're gonna be staring down the business end of the mother of all messes.
Wow, how many times have we heard that before? This movie has so many more cliches than it does in every other single bad movie we've seen. So their plan is to go after the dog to get the key back in order to close the crate. Meanwhile, the crate is leaking. And we're supposed to care why, because we're actually focusing more on the Cat in the Hat. Isn't that the title of the stinking movie? Let's just move on here. Well, apparently they move on to some other shenanigans, browsing around the neighborhood for the dog. And the cat, unfortunately, puts himself in another skit scenario that is not funny. I mean, seriously, what's the message supposed to be behind this movie? Are you supposed to drag around your imaginary creaturey friends until they experience all glowing pain? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So the guys follow Nevin's kidnapper to the city of, I forget what this place is called. So the guy decides to go in Hubberflube to rat out Conrad and send him to Colonel Vunk's Wayward School for Boys, which is apparently like 8 hours away. I don't know. They just included something into the script that would fill up the time. I don't know what to tell you. So after tricking Nevin's kidnapper into handing over them the dog, they decide to have another pointless chase throughout the entire city. But then all of a sudden they go into a phone booth and slide down into a nightclub dedicated to the cat's hat. Where's logic in this? Oh no, it can't be. No! It's Paris Hilton. Oh, what is she doing in this movie? Oh. As if she couldn't possibly get in any more trouble. I think this is where her career actually imploded before she got in trouble with Nicole Richie. You don't believe me? Why don't you read the tabloids about it? Okay, so after they escape again, they decide to run and be chased once more. Again, this isn't any relevance to the original story whatsoever. In the book, they just stay in the house. There's no other characters involved. Wow. I think my IQ is just dropping like 10% each minute. So after the kids decide to distract Mom from getting home too early before they do, Nevin's kidnapper decides to meet them back at home and try to get them in trouble. But of course, they are outsmarted by the Cat in the Hat. Outsmart is like, yeah, right. Then he apparently falls into